everyone, it's Debbie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm a reseller. I've been reselling for 17 years, and today I have a what sold video. I'm going to share items that sold the week of January 2nd through 8th, 2022. I had sales on eBay, Poshmark, and Facebook Marketplace this week. And if you're new here and like these type of videos, I have a what sold video out every week, and then usually some other type of video, which is a haul or some type of educational tutorial type video. So if you'd like to join me again, I would love to have you back. Just hit the subscribe button down below, and if you hit the notification bell, it will let you know when I release new videos. I sold 25 items last week for a gross amount of $782.04. We are going to start on eBay, which was not my highest selling platform, but I'm so excited to tell you about a couple things that sold on there. So we're going to go ahead and start on eBay this week. I sold 9 items for a gross amount of $292.06. The first one, I was so excited when it sold. I could not wait for this what sold video. It was an item from my latest Thread Up Shoe Rescue Box. It was my 6th Thread Up Shoe Rescue Box. It was the Dolce Vita leather moto ankle boot, size 7. They had chains and buckles. And I have to thank of your French teacher in Virginia for helping me with pronunciation, because when I said the name, I had no idea how to pronounce it correctly. So I really appreciate that you told me the correct pronunciation. And I love that we can all learn from each other. And sometimes I'm seeing in the comments below where you guys are interacting and answering questions for each other. So that's so wonderful. I really like that. They sold in just 2 days of listing them on eBay for $71.21. My earnings were $43.25. I paid $6.41 in that Thread Up Rescue Box, and my profit was $36.77. And last week I had a viewer ask me why the amount shows different on the listing that I'm popping up from what I put on the side. And so I was going to take a moment to explain that to you. When I show the listing and it's scrolling through, it shows the shipping as if it was shipped to me at my address. So it might show $8, because if I was to ship it to myself, that's what it would cost. Now, if I ship it across the country, it might be $12, or if I ship it internationally, it might be $34. So that price that you see when the item is scrolling through is as if it were shipped to me. When I show you the gross amount, I pull the entire amount that they pay. That includes the price of the item, the shipping, and even sales tax. It's the total price, and I pull that from an eBay report. The earnings is the amount deposited into my account when they take out taxes, any fees. If I have the item promoted, that is taken out of that. And so those earnings are what is deposited back in my bank account. Then I take out the cost of goods, and I'm left with the profit. So I'm giving you the exact numbers that I am given from eBay, but the listing that I pop up on the side is not going to show you the taxes that they pay, and it's not going to show you the correct shipping. If you have an eBay store, you can go to your seller hub, click on performance, and go down to sales. If you click on that, you can select the date that you want to look at a specific report for. So I click on custom. Then this week I went to January 2nd through 8th so that I could get all of my numbers for this what sold video. Then I click on generate report, and it will tell me I had sales of $292.06. My net sales were $184.04. I sold 9 items. It tells me my average sell price and just so much great information in these reports. If you have an eBay store, I would encourage you to go into this area and look at the numbers, play around with it. You can get a lot of valuable information from it. And I print this off at the end of every month, and that is how I calculate all my numbers for eBay. The next item was another item that I loved. It was the Free People beach dress. It was white crochet eyelet lace, strapless, size extra small, cover up. This item was in my series where I'm showing everything that it takes to sell items from start to finish. And I got an offer on eBay with a note, and it was a girl, and it was so sweet. And I can't remember exactly what she said. I'll pop it up. But it was something like, is this an okay offer? My mom said that I could spend $30 $30. It's a little bit over. I hope that's okay. And so I was like, of course it's okay. That was such a nice no. And if it was a reasonable at all offer, I would definitely accept. So I accepted the offer. It sold for $33.80. So she went over $3.80 of what her mom said, but I think it was okay. My earnings were $24.28. I paid $8.59 at my regular local Goodwill. It took 2 months and 3 days to sell, and my profit was $15.69. Then the next one was from another ThredUp shoebox. This was the Vince Camuto Lindell ankle wrap open toe booty suede leather heeled shoes, size 7. They sold for a gross amount of $47.60. My earnings were $31.28. I paid $5.26. This came from a ThredUp shoe rescue box. I listed these first on Poshmark on September 23rd. Then I didn't see any activity, so I went ahead and cross-listed them to eBay on October 18th, and they sold 77 days later on eBay. So I'm glad I cross-listed them. My profit was $26.54. So I'm glad I cross-listed them because they might still be sitting there unsold on Poshmark. That was from the ThredUp shoebox number 4. If we go back and look at the stats from that box, it has been 3.5 months since I listed that box. Exactly half of the box has sold, 8 out of 16 pairs. I got a bonus pair in that box. They have sold so far for a gross amount of $270.27. The money I have received back in the bank is $197.53. I paid $84.30 for that box, so I am currently in the profit for $113.23. So if nothing else sold, that would mean that I am working at $35.60 an hour. But I will have more items that sell out of that box, and the cost of goods is already taken out, so that money per hour is going to go up a lot. So I will keep you posted on how this ThredUp rescue box does, along with all the others also. And I had 6 more items that they are all duplicate items that you have seen before, Free People liquidation items. So we will move to Poshmark. I sold 15 items on Poshmark for a gross amount of $458.80. The first one was in the Ship With Me video that I just had out the other day. This was the new with tags, $1,000 retail value, Free People Broad Horizons rainbow striped jacket coat in size large. It sold for $245. My earnings were $196. I paid $118. I purchased it from Fox Liquidation 1.5 years ago, and my profit was $78. And I know some people might say, I would never pay $118 to profit $78. But to me, I think, okay, that one item took me at the most max 15 minutes to list, ship, everything that is involved. I made a profit of $78. If I can make a profit of $78 in 15 minutes, that is excellent for me. That is a very good use of my time, and I don't mind investing $118 if I can return $78 in a year and a half, and I don't mind waiting a year and a half. Of course, I would rather sell it in a week. That's not always possible. But I was talking about in the Ship With Me, I had other jackets in this lot that sold right away. I was in the profit very soon after receiving this lot, and it did extremely well. So this one was the last one to go, and it was the worst performing one, but I'm still thrilled with a $78 profit on something that took me 15 minutes to list. And there was talk about liquidation and being a risk in the comments, and absolutely, it is a risk when you put that much money in. I wouldn't recommend a brand new seller to put a lot of money into anything, and anything that you spend money on is going to be a risk. You never know what's going to happen and if the market changes. So I would never invest money that would make or break you. Take a percentage of it where it's okay if you spend it, but it's not everything. And I learned that lesson. I talked about this in my reseller story, and I had been selling Ralph Lauren that was from the department store, multiple quantity. I made so much money for so long. I thought it was guaranteed money. And then all of a sudden it changed. I was a single mom. I put every last penny that I had into a big purchase, thousands and thousands of dollars. and then it didn't sell, and it sat. Ralph Lauren had become oversaturated, and then when it did sell, I was just breaking even, and that was very hard to dig out from under. But how I did it was I went back to thrift stores and Goodwill and garage sale and started out with very low cost items and built up. So I would never just go out and spend a lot of money. I would start with things around your home that are free, things that people give to you, garage sales, the Goodwill bins. You can start with almost nothing and build up, and then take some money that you have if you want to invest it into something that costs more, such as retail arbitrage or liquidation. But I would wait until you are very secure as a reseller, and it's not going to hurt you if you spend that money and it doesn't work out. So learn that lesson, and I will never make that mistake again. Don't spend your last penny on inventory if you need that money. And then speaking of liquidation, I had a really good bundle. Someone bundled 3 items and purchased it outright, not even an offer or anything. I love it when that happens. And it was 3 bras. These were all multi-quantities, which I love. The first one was the Aaliyah bra. My cost of goods on that was $5.87. The next one was Get Off My Cloud bra in cobalt blue, size 34C. It was $4.28. And then the Ella soft long line bra, and its cost of good was $5.87. Last one of my Ella soft long line bra actually sold just today, and I love those. Those were so pretty. I was almost sad to see them go. And then I was like, wait, no, that's great that they all sold out. This bundle sold for $56.80. My earnings were $45.44. I paid combined, the 3 items, $16.02. These items I have between 6 and 8 months. Again, all of my liquidation comes from Fox Liquidation. I love them. They've been wonderful. And I will pop up my code again. If you're interested in trying them, you can use my code and get 5% off your first purchase. And my profit was $29.42. Then next I had a viewer sale. And I didn't even know it was a viewer until I read the love note. I was prepping for this video. I go through and pick my sales and look at all the numbers and screen record and screenshot and all that. So I was going through and I read her love note, and she said she was a viewer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't say anything earlier. Thank you so much, Amy, for buying from me. She purchased the Sandro Sportswear black chambray denim jacket in size large. It sold for $19. My earnings were $12.74. I paid $1.12 at the Goodwill bins. I go to the Goodwill bins, or it's called the Goodwill Outlet Center, where you pay by the pound. In Oklahoma City, it's 99 cents a pound if you purchase 25 pounds or more. And if you're curious if you have a Goodwill outlet in your area, just Google Goodwill Outlet Center and it will pull it up and find the closest one to you. I love going to mine, and I always find great deals. I've never been disappointed when I go. And my profit was $11.62. So of course I had to check out Amy's closet, and I hope some of you will also and support Amy. Her closet name is Trekkie Girl, and she has a lot of these bags called lug bags. I hadn't heard of them, but I saw she had sales on them too. So I thought, oh, that's something to look out for. So I learned a new thing to look out for now. So if you have a chance, check out Amy's closet, and I would love it if we could all support her. And I wanted to bring up a couple swimsuit sales, because on the 15th of every month I have my inventory giveaway, and this month I thought I would do a swimsuit giveaway. So I'm giving away 25 brand new swimsuits to one viewer. So don't forget to watch my video that comes out on the 15th and enter to win. And this would be a good time, if you're not subscribed, to be sure and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will know when it comes out, because I feel so bad when I have a viewer that says, oh my gosh, I forgot it was the 15th, I didn't watch, I forgot to enter, because you only have a few days to enter. So it's a good idea to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when it comes out. And this one is a good one because swimsuits are easy to list. They're all brand new, and they should sell for at least $375 or more, minimum $375. I am starting to list all of my swimsuits now, so I want to have that giveaway now, so it gives whoever wins the opportunity to receive them and start listing them before the season hits. So one of the swimsuits that I sold this week was the Body Glove Push-Up Triangle Bra in size small. It sold for $18. My earnings were $11.94. I got it on my great swimsuit deal, which I've talked about. I got it from a discount store. They asked me not to say where I purchased it at, but I have mentioned that store in previous What Sold videos, so you might be able to figure it out. And I paid around $1 each for these. A few of them had flaws, or I didn't think it was worth it to list. And to be completely honest, I kept quite a few. I have a great swimsuit collection now, and Sydney picked out some that she wanted also since she helped me. On the ones that I'm actually listing, it's ending up only costing about $1 per swimsuit, and they are all brand new, so I think that's amazing. And my profit on that one was $10.94. Then I also sold the New with Tags Island Escape Gemini Push-Up Tankini top in size 10. It sold for $15. My earnings were $12. I paid just $1. And my profit was $11. This one took a little bit over 9 months to sell. And swimsuits sell for me all year round. There is definitely a surge in the months just leading into summer, but they also sell in November, December, January. I usually have a swimsuit or two sell every single week on the off season, and often people will say, hey, can you get this to me by Friday? I'm going on a cruise, or I'm going on this trip. So if someone is going on a cruise in December, it's not likely that they can go to their local department store and find a swimsuit. So a lot of times they're shopping online. So I like to have swimsuits available all year long. And the next one came from another thread-up shoebox. This was the Solidos Women's Palma Blush Espadrilles, size 7. I put wedges, platforms, and this pair had some marks on them. They definitely needed a little bit of love and attention, but I wanted to go ahead and list them anyway and at least recoup my cost of goods. They sold for $8. My earnings were $5.05. I paid $5.62. These were from my 5th thread-up rescue box. They took 3 months and 6 days to sell, and my profit was a negative 57 cents, but I recouped $5.05 of my cost of goods. And the good thing about that was I learned a new brand. These would have been a really good seller had they been in a better condition. Well, I looked up the sold comps, I learned about the brand, then I was at the Goodwill bins, I saw that brand in a pair of shoes that was in great condition. I was able to pick it up and list it. So this pair might not have worked out well for me, but now I know a brand that is a pretty good seller, so I would call that a win. That is one of the things that I really like about the thread-up shoe rescue boxes. It exposes me to brands that I might not have ever learned otherwise. And then I had one sale on Facebook Marketplace this week, and it was from my latest thread-up shoe rescue box, box number 6. This was the Converse All-Stars Women's Size 9 Black White Checkered Low Tops. They sold for a gross amount of $31.18. They sold for $18 plus tax, plus the buyer paid shipping. I shipped them UPS. My payout, so after everything was taken out, was $16.44. I paid $6.48 for them, so my profit was $9.96. I thought I was in the profit because I was just kind of thinking in my head, oh, one sold for 71, one sold for 31. I think I'm in the profit. So I went to a couple of people in the comments and I told them, I think I'm already in the profit. Well, I'm not quite yet. Probably one more pair of shoes and I will be. I've received back on those 2 pairs of shoes $59.69. So I still need to bring in $24.61 before I'm break even, and then I'll be in the profit. So I don't think it will be very long before I'm in the profit. So now let's look at the numbers. I sold a total of 25 items for a gross amount of $782.04. Money back in the bank after shipping and fees was $558.24. My cost of goods was $236.21, and I had 0 refunds this week. Next week I have a refund, but this week there are no refunds, and my profit was $322.03. On Poshmark, I sold 15 items for a gross amount of $458.80. After fees, I received back $357.76. My cost of goods was $174.01, and my profit was $183.75. On eBay, 9 items for $292.06. After fees, I received back $184.04. My cost of goods was pretty low on eBay, $55.72, and my profit was $128.32. Facebook Marketplace, I just went over that. One item for $31.18 and a profit of $9.96. If I look at where my items came from, I had 25 items sell, 14 of them were liquidation, 8 were thrifted, and 3 were retail arbitrage. That is everything that I have for you today. If you enjoy these what sold videos and wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it so much. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Thank you so much for watching, and everybody have a great rest of the week. Bye.